Yes, this morning I want to talk to us about something that we have titled The Way of a Man with a Maid. The Way of a Man with a Maid. It's an understanding that God wants to give us about relationship, about the dynamics of the biblical dynamics of male-female relationship, because that is one thing that we really need to always pay attention to. We have to understand, especially young people, we have to understand the biblical ways of a man with a maid and the biblical ways of a maid with a man. Because if we don't teach people, someone else will teach them. Some other people will teach them. As a matter of fact, if you don't teach people about the biblical ways that a man is supposed to follow in reaching for a maid, a woman, nature will teach him. And then we can't bank on the correctness of what nature will teach. We can't say with a full chest that what nature will teach you about as a man about how to relate with a woman, or as a woman about how to relate with a man. We can't say that nature will teach you the right thing, because we really can vouch for the perfection of our human natures. So if you leave your understanding of the ways a man should relate to a woman to nature, nature might teach you corruption. But the word of God will not teach us corruption. The way of a man with a maid. You know, that statement in itself is credited to a statement made by the writer of the book of Proverbs in chapter 30, verse 19 thereabout. In Proverbs chapter 30, verse 18, the writer says here that there are three things which are too wonderful for me, for which I know not. In other words, there are three things that I cannot seem to wrap my head around, three things that I do not seem to understand, three things that appear to be very inscrutable, three things that appear to be mysteries. And he said the number one is the way of an eagle in the air, the way an eagle glides in the air. This guy says here that he doesn't understand it. And mind you, the writer here is the man called Agor. So Agor, the son of Jackie, didn't seem to understand the way of an eagle in the air. He also didn't understand the way of a serpent upon a rock. Because when a serpent passes upon a rock, how do you know the path of the serpent upon the rock? The passage of a serpent upon a rock doesn't leave footprints. So you really wouldn't know. That's why Agor, the son of Jackie, didn't understand. Agor, the son of Jackie, also didn't understand the way of a ship in the midst of the sea. And he said also that he didn't understand the way of a man with a maid. The way of a man with a maid. If you read another version, it will say the way of a man with a virgin. And then the word maid or virgin is talking about a young woman that is yet to be married.